Just tweet that we're playing some Cloudpost, so people can ask why not Tron. And technically this isn't 12 posts, because there's only 9 posts in the deck. Hey, Nenver. Why did I turn off YouTube comments? Have you read YouTube comments before? I feel like anyone that's actually genuinely read a YouTube comment in their life doesn't have to ask the question why I turned them off. I mean, yeah, it seems fine. Why not Tron? Why not Tron, Jeff? Have you given up on Tron? Is Tron just unplayable? Is there a Karakas in our main deck? Please tell me there's a Karakas in our main deck. God bless. Just gonna cast this Deathrite Shaman here, right? So that next turn I could go Cloudpost, Sylvan Library. Get a Bayou. Bayou. Why no card in the 75? Because I'm just copying their. I am just being a filthy net decking shill. Yeah, this deck seems sweet. I think it's probably a little bit soft to combo, but like, I think I improved that a little bit post-board at least. Okay, so the fact that they did that, I think that means... Nah, I think I still just want to play the Sylvan Library here, right? Yeah, I'm just going to play the Sylvan Library. Play this, pass the turn. So Cloudpost makes a mana for every Lotus that we have on the battlefield, so... See what they have here. We got a Thoughtseize. I'm assuming I'm going to lose my Crop Rot here. We get a lot of looks next turn, though, right? Like... It's a pretty good one. I'd like to use Sylvan Library's ability. Okay, so... Huh. Putting this Ulamog into play might actually be worse than... Might actually be worse than just waiting to cast it, right? I think I want to keep these two, because like I wouldn't mind show and telling in a Primeval Titan. I'm gonna put this Deluge back on top of my deck. Guess this Ponder. You really don't want any of those. Let's just shuffle this. Glacial Chasm's okay. Hopefully they don't have 2 Elvish Spirit Guides here. They have 2 Spirit Guides, we're dead. They do not. God bless. Alright, so they can activate their thing now. Okay, that lets our Deathrite Shaman make mana, which is good for us. We have Vampire Hexmage here. Just another Duress. Okay, I want to Brainstorm in response here. I guess with Sylvan Library, that doesn't really do a whole lot for me, right? Let's make it 1 card deeper, I suppose. Yeah, I'm going to Brainstorm in response here. That's actually great, right? Like, now they brick, and I could draw both of those cards thanks to my Sylvan Library next turn. So I can cast Show and Tell plus have Crop Rotation for Karakas up. No, OBS isn't going to run inside of a virtual machine. We're not playing 12 post. We're playing 9 post. Abrupt Decay is good too. Can I cast all of these things? I can't actually cast all of these things, right? Do I cast the Show and Tell? I die if they have Hex Mage if I cast the Show and Tell. Is that true? Urborg. Well, they missed a land drop 2 turns ago, so I know they don't have a land. There is not a land in graveyards. But I also get to, like, play a land for the turn, too. I think I want to cast the Show and Tell. Oh, I can Chasm. Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, we're just going to Show and Tell. I think this is right. You want a different show? Which one do you want, Declan? Go ahead and pick. Yeah, we're going to Show and Tell on Primeval Titan. Opponent put nothing into play. Good. Yes, I would like to use Primeval Titan's ability. So now I just get to go get a couple of Cloudposts, right? Oh. Huh. I'm gonna play this and then pass the turn here. We need to... You want Canimals? Okay. Alright, so I don't think we're dead this turn, and that we should be good to go here. We do have a Thespian stage, actually. We have a Thespian stage in our deck. No, we have a Thespian stage in our deck, though. So we can stage their thing. We just didn't have the mana to activate it, so I didn't do anything with it yet. Hey, Nenver, with the brand new subscription. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Remember, subscriptions are half off this month, so if you're enjoying what you see, please consider subscribing on Twitch or becoming a patron on Patreon. So we're putting this on top of our deck. I don't think I need this Brainstorm, although I guess I could Brainstorm after. I just have, like, so much mana to do all the things. And, like, colored mana is kind of my choke. Although these are black sources now, right? So that's good for us. We have a Karakas, that's correct. We also have, like, this Ulamog that I could just cast. And we have this Glacial Chasm that, like, does stuff and things. So each of these are worth 3 mana. So how does the sequencing on this work? So they can activate stage targeting Dark Depths this turn. I think I'm supposed to cast... I think I'm supposed to cast this targeting Depths and Safekeeper. They then activate this targeting this. Or targeting this. I can then Abrupt Decay this in response. Or I can then Crop Rotate and then Abrupt Decay this in response to make... Oh, I should attack first? Yeah, I like attacking first. That's true. I can go get some Glimmerposts here, and then these make infinite mana. Yeah, I like that. Actually, we could actually just gain enough life to not die to the Marit Lage too, right? It's a casual gain 10 here. Thank you very much for the cheers, folks. I appreciate that. Sorry, this is a deck that I haven't played before, so I'm not super familiar with it, so I'm kind of going slowly, and I don't want to lose to going to time. We don't have a wasteland, right? No, there are no wastelands in our deck. Oh, Deluge would have been good. Yeah, I guess Deluge would have been fine. Oh yeah, Needles on Wasteland. I have Abrupt Decay though, so like, I've got that covered. I think I'm just like happy letting this happen, right? Or I just make my own 2020 in response, right? What's safer? Do I want to make my own 2020 or do I want to make my own 2020 or do I want to just gain 6 life? I'm gonna brainstorm in response. I should have brainstormed to start here actually. I also just like put the Glacial Chasm back, right? Like crop rot for that. Oh, I haven't played a land yet this turn either, correct? Second crop rotation. All right, well, the world is our oyster. And we can do anything we want. Sylvan Safekeeper prevents us from bouncing it. Alright, so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to go ahead and crop rotation. Sacrificing this. He can sack a land to save the Safekeeper. Safekeeper can save itself. If I wanted to kill the Safekeeper, I had to keep the Toxic Deluge. This taps for infinite mana. I will target your Dark Depths. I would like a 2020, please. He just sacrifices a land to protect the Safekeeper. Just like he's doing now. Just like he's doing now. This says, when you play sacrificial land, creatures you control can't attack, prevent all damage that would be dealt to you. Okay, so I'm going to play this. And I'm going to sacrifice a tropical island. And I'm down 10 minutes here, so like I definitely need to play a little bit quicker. I'm gonna crop rotate here, one of my Glimmerposts, and go get my Karakas. And you can take my Abrupt Decay away. Alright. We've emerged victorious. That was a sweet game of Magic. I don't know if this deck's good, but it's certainly sweet. Is Abrupt Decay very good? Cyclonic Rift is kind of hilarious. And we're definitely keeping that. Yeah, we could have done a lot of things. We could have done a lot of... Oh, you're right. We had the black source off of the other thing. Yep, off of his Urborg. What do I want? What am I cutting? Do I want surgical? I feel like I don't want surgical. Do I want, yeah, do I want the needles? Pithing Needle seems reasonable, just like naming Thespian Stage and Hex Mage. Do I want Deluge? Do I want Decay? Like, these are questions I have to ask myself. Are we playing casual commander? Basically. Okay, so I don't need Cavern of Souls in this match, so I can actually trim lands, right? That's one of the things that I always forget in decks like this. I can cut lands that we don't necessarily need. Bojuka Bog's not very good either. So, like, all these spells seem like okay, so, like, cutting a couple lands down to, like, 26 or even 25 lands is probably fine. Remember that Sylvan Library that drew us 4 extra cards? That was kind of great. I'll put these Pithing Needles in. Yeah, you're not wrong. Do I want Flusterstorms or Thoughtseizes? Flusterstorm actually doesn't seem terrible. They have a lot of spells in their deck. I'm gonna do this. Maybe Snapcaster's a little slow. Let's give this a try, see how it feels. Pretty easy mulligan here. No color producing mana. It's not exciting, but it's a keep. Bottom that. Needs a land. Alright. Play that on one. Maybe I'm supposed to play this and leave up Flusterstorm just for like Into the North or something. Or just getting Hex Maged. Oh, Hymn to Torch, sure. I'm really glad we didn't lose that. Kinda sad we lost the Sylvan Library. Yeah, I probably should have left up Flusterstorm that turn. Yeah. Yeah, if I'd have left up Flusterstorm there, I'd have gotten to play Sylvan Library on 2. And we'd probably run away with this game like we ran away with the last one. Flusterstorm that guy. And, like, they know this Flusterstorm is coming, so, like, this isn't a surprise, but I think it's still right to counter this, just, like, use our mana for the turn. Correct, I agree with Elbeater there. If we get Hymn to Torch, I'm going to be sad I kept this Karakas in my hand, but I also don't want to draw those lands that are on top of my deck there, so... That's pretty good. Did I port out my Abrupt Decays? That's a reason to leave in Deluge. I'll play this Karakas out now, so that way he can't get hemmed out of our hand. Lotus Petal, sure. Yep. We're getting close to just casting Primeval Titans if we draw them. And officially cast Primeval Titans. This is 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. We'd cast a Karn if we had a Karn in our deck. Why isn't there a Karn in our deck? Yeah, manual mode in the Dark Depths. Get there. When revealed Lotus Petal last turn, which they then played out into the north. Sure. Probably not going to play that one. They already have a Depths in play. Into the north gets a snow land out of their deck, which this is for whatever reason. Yep. Karakas no longer works. I get it. Crop rotation also just like gives us a 20/20 here, which is nice. Block. Smart. Yeah, maybe I should have gotten a black source. Oh, they just have another Urborg, sure. Pass the turn here. I assume they're going to go for it. Yep. So we're going to be dead here. To see another card out of their deck. I bricked off and died here a little bit at the end. I think the mistake that I made was not holding the Flusterstorm up on turn 1. Losing the Sylvan Library lost us a lot of draws. To play game 3. There were no creatures in the graveyard, that is correct. Otherwise, we would have gotten another draw out of it. I think I want these Deluges since they have Dank Confidant in their deck post board. Snapcaster Mage is a little medium. This Emrakul's probably not good enough. Just leave these two in. Morning Nero. This land doesn't make mana. Hand's fine. I think I named Vampire Hexmage with this, although I guess... Is that a fine keep? That's a fine keep. Marit Lage is legendary. Am I naming Stage or Vampire Hexmage? So the downside to naming Hexmage or Stage is then I can't crop rotate into my own stage, but I can crop rotate into Karakas. So I think I just named Thespian Stage here, which means they're gonna have Hexmage because I've read this book before, but they have more ways to find Stage than to find Hexmage. So I think it's right to name Hexmage here. Yeah, they have tutors. They have tutors for Hexmage. Or they have tutors for Stage, sorry, that's what I meant. It's Cloudpost, pass the turn. Need to Deluge away this Dark Confidant next turn. Dealer's choice. Take my Deluge, take my crop rotation. Took my crop rot, sure. I just have another discard spell. They could have another discard spell here. Yep. It's an okay draw. Kinda. We get him tier. Make show until a live draw. Yep. Getting Dark Depths, I assume, here. Or Thespian Sage, possibly, if they have a Pithing Needle. If they have an answer to this Pithing Needle, like an Abrupt Decay. What's that dot? I don't know what dot you're talking about. Glimmerpost lets us cast Primeval Titan. God. Tilt. Watch us draw show and tell her Glimmerpost now. The extra kick in the deck. Nope, just bricks. Sure. Alright, no new Primeval Titans are okay draws. Joke's on you, opponent. I don't have any spells. They also haven't had an answer to this needle yet, so I guess we have that going for us. They are drawing 2 cards a turn, though, with this Dark Confidant. I have Pithing Needle on Thespian stage. Essentially, yeah, they had this as out too. Basically all lands. Did we draw any spells this game? Wow. We scryed this Deluge to the top after mulliganing and then actually never drew a spell, right? I think we kept these 3. I don't even think that's true. Like, I'm pretty sure if we drew a couple of spells, we'd have been more than fine this game. Like, the Dark Confidant drawing cards didn't matter. Like, my opponent's deck has so many bad cards and air in it. Like, they just drew a lot of meaningless cards and a lot of discard. Like, if the top of our deck would have just had a spell on it, we would have been fine. Like, we had a window where we could have drawn a Show and Tell to put the Primeval Titan into play. That would have been great. Brainstorm and Ponders would have been fine. You're not supposed to fetch the deck to thin. Fetching the deck to thin is statistically insignificant, and when you're holding lands in your hand and you have the card Brainstorm in your deck, you want to use your fetch lands to shuffle away the lands that you're putting back on top of your deck after you Brainstorm. You should never fetch to thin if you have Brainstorms in your deck. It's like not exciting, but it's fine. It's got a Brainstorm to get rid of some lands. I gave you a nice and kind and a concise explanation, and then you continue asking the same stupid question. Yeah, that's fine. At least it only took one of our spells. Throw this Bojuka Bog back here at this Brainstorm. Correct. Fetch plus Ponder, also decent interaction. Huh. Sylvan Library seems okay. Looks like they're playing a fair deck. Like, we're kind of looking for a show and tell there, but Sylvan Library's also going to, like, punch the clock and go to work against most fair decks. I'll play Leovold here, and I'm going to hate myself. Alright, well now we're going to crop rotate during my upkeep, so I don't have to draw that, draw the Sylvan Library that we left on top of our deck. Karakas for Leo just lets them draw a card and, like, ties up their mana a little bit. I don't think that's worthwhile at all. Or a green source away from this Primeval Titan now, since I had to sacrifice a Trop to Crop Rot. This currently costs 10, 8, and I have 5 mana. Glimmerpost lets us start activating Eye of Ugin. I mean, you probably can't really read that number anyways. I can barely read it, it's so tiny. I will happily shift my graveyard down slightly for you. Hymn to Torok. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this currently costs 9. Yeah, just mono Allure Index, huh? Untapped lands. Ding, fries are done. They draw a card from this targeting them because of Leovold. That's funny. All right. They have a force. They have Ancestral Vision in their deck too. Here, Declan, you want some more? You don't like those. I'm not giving you those. I don't know why your mother bought them. Oh. Here, do you want this? You don't eat those, and I'm not eating it after I open it and you don't like it. This is just all I could do, right? Here, you want that? Oh, I get a draw step. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. Nice Allurin deck, opponent. Can you taste it? Can you taste it? Can you? Oh, no. Oh, nice top deck, opponent. You top decked a combo. You top decked a combo, opponent. Alrighty, Magic's great. Magic's great. By that I mean always choose to be lucky. Always choose to be lucky, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so what do we want in this matchup? We want the K grip, right? There you go. Try that. I don't think you'll like it. It's a Thoughtseize matchup. This is definitely a Pithing Needle matchup because we can Pithing Needle maybe Cavern Harpy. Bojuka Bog isn't very good here. Cavern of Souls is fine. Karakas doesn't do enough here, maybe. It's probably using the Glacial Chasm matchup. I guess sometimes they might go on the fair plan and beat us down. Luck, skill, victory, I believe is the saying. Kind of don't mind trimming one more land here. Do we even want to Needle the Harpy, right? Good. The hard-hitting questions. We'll cast their Abrupt Decay to kill our Needle and then kill them with it. It's fine. We want Karakas to bounce our own legends back to our hand, probably. So we need one more Kutski Poo here. One of these Eldrazi might not be the worst to cut. I wonder if I'm just supposed to always leave all three of these in. I'm probably supposed to always leave all three of these in. Snapcaster Mage seems reasonable because like this is kind of a grindy matchup, but Snapcaster is a grindy card. Some spot removal seems fine. I don't actually know what I'm supposed to cut here. I think I want all of my lands. I guess Show and Tell's kind of scary. That's fair. Like they're not super aggressive either. I'm gonna leave a couple Show and Tells in because like my balls are huge, but like cutting some of those seems fine. I guess they could untap and punish us. Like, they could kill us on the spot sometimes. If they were the Recruiter version, I think I'd cut all of them, but I think not being the Recruiter version, leaving a couple of Show and Tells in is fine. This hand's, like, kind of mediocre, but it's got a Brainstorm in it, so, like... Alright, I'll mulligan. This is why I don't mulligan ever. This is why you keep mediocre 7s with Brainstorm in them. Alright, we got 2 Sylvan Libraries. Hopefully we can keep 2 lands in a Sylvan Library for opponent mulligan to 4. God bless. God bless us, everyone. Show and Tell on top. Yep. Keep that one right there. Watch us cast Show and Tell, and they combo us in response. That's fine. That's fine. Oh no, this fetch land's gonna give them mana. Cast my Sylvan Library. This card's so good. That's so powerful. Did you actually eat that gross piece of fruit, Strip? God bless you, Declan. You can have the rest of it. Usually you don't eat these things. I'm glad. Thank you for proving me wrong, child. It's good at Commander, too. I can see that. Yeah, you get 30 or 40 life or whatever. Alright, sweet. So we can cast Show and Tell and not die next turn. We got 3 looks at an untapped land here. And we hit. Gonna put on top, put on top. This always yield. Alright, so I'm gonna get a... Definitely getting a Cloudpost here. Am I also getting Eye of Ugin? Next turn, this will make 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this can get... Yeah, I'm going to get Eye of Ugin here because I can activate it next turn. Opponent doesn't want to play Magic anymore. Great. At least we're undefeated against Lurin today, no matter what deck we're playing. Waiting for the next match to pop. I would just like to say good morning, afternoon, and good night to everyone, wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for choosing to spend part of your day here with us. My name is Jeff Hogan, and we're hanging out. I'm a Magic player and content producer, and you're landed here at my Twitch page, maybe my YouTube page in the future. If you're enjoying what you see, please hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps other people find my stuff. If you're really enjoying what you see and help support me a little bit past that, there's a couple different ways you do that. The first is by subscribing on Twitch or becoming a patron on Patreon. This month is September, so from now through October, new subscribers are half off on all Twitch channels, including this one here. We're probably mostly Magic players here, so you could also support my content by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com would love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. If you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using code Jeff5, you could save 5% on Pokemon, Magic, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles with them. InkGaming.com will love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using code Jeff12, you could save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, and sleeves. You can upload your own custom artwork that you have the right to redistribute or select from their wide range of great artwork they have on their website. And finally, SpareDeck.com. They offer kind of a unique service. They will rent you any physical, standard, or modern deck. You can rent a deck for a weekend or up to an entire month with them. I used them a lot when I was playing a lot of competitive Magic last year, changing decks often. I still use them when I play paper Magic on occasion today. This hand really doesn't do anything. If we had 2 Cloudposts, maybe I'd keep this, but we also don't have double green either, so it's like a pretty easy redraw here. Just the most beautiful of hands here. Just like sample hands only a mother could love, I always like to call these. Yeah, this hand is fine. We could keep this 5. I'm not in the market for a Snapcaster Mage right now. Tropical Island, go. Let's see. Correct. It's just for TCG singles on their website. Which is a good draw. Go ahead and brainstorm here. I'm going to put back this and the Deluge. Depending on what their turn 2 play is, we might want to draw the Deluge. So I'm not going to correct the fetch just yet. We don't have anything that we want to do with the mana necessarily. Want to wait until we have the most, like, they play a Pyromancer here. We want to draw the Deluge. All right, Plain Tundra probably means, do I want, probably getting a Batter Skull? I probably don't mind drawing the Deluge at that point, right? Just like knock this guy out. Well, there's only 9 posts in the deck, so it can't be 12 posts because there aren't 12 posts. Actually, I'm probably supposed to play the Bayou there, because playing the Glimmerpost kind of gives up, like, what my deck is doing. I don't rent decks on Magic Online. MTGO Traders buys and sells Magic Online cards. I do all of my stuff through them. Vault of Whispers. They're playing some kind of weird Tezzeret Stoneforge Mystic Brew. Is what this means, I assume. Or maybe they just have a Trinket Mage to find lands with on occasion. Thought I put... This is the card we shuffled away, right? That Magic Online then left on top of our deck because Magic Online doesn't actually shuffle. Right? I'm not crazy. This is... We shuffled this one away. Shuffled this one away. I'm gonna go get a post here. It's possible I'm supposed to do this on my turn because this could eat a counterspell, but like, if this is gonna eat a counterspell, then Primeval Titan would have eaten a counterspell, so like, if they counter this, I could just like rip Show and Tell next turn and put this Primeval Titan into play. Pitching Shardless Agents. They're just kind of some mid-range bush. Alright, sure. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana, so we're 1 mana away from casting this Primeval Titan. I don't think the problem is that the Magic Online Shuffler isn't random. I think the problem is that Magic Online just doesn't actually shuffle when it's supposed to shuffle. I think that's the actual issue. Wow, just mono mid-range mush. The online format is really inbred. Hopefully we hit an untapped land here or a Show and Tell. That is technically an untapped land. Well played, Magic Online. Well played, Magic Online. You got me. You got me. I thought I was specific enough there. I asked specifically for an untapped land, and Magic Online's like, I got you, bro. I got you. Here's your untapped land. Oh, God. Life's swell. And then you die. And then you die. It's gonna be a Shardless Agent into a Hymn to Torok. MTGO is like a twisted Jid, right? There's the next card. This would have gained us 3, and then we would have played this, then we would have curved into these, and they would have lost by a lot. Krosan Grip is an easy in. I think I have that much I want to bring in here. I guess Pithing Needle's like okay. Toxic Deluge seems fine. Abrupt Decay seems fine. Cyclonic Rift seems fine. I want most of my top end. Bojuka Bog seems pretty terrible. I think I'm just gonna do that. I feel like this type of matchup is probably pretty good for us to start. We ran pretty poorly there. It's like no cantrips and then just like bricked off a bunch after mulliganing. It's fine. It's like not exciting, but fine. Hi. Hi, tiny monster. Can you say hi to the internet? Hi, hi, Declan. Hi, no, that's Declan. That's you. That's not your brother. Whenever he sees himself in the mirror, he thinks it's Jacob because they look similar. Believe it or not, they're related. No, that's you. That's Declan. That's Declan on the TV. Opponent mulligan to 5 again. God bless him. Daddy. Yeah, that's your daddy on the TV. Do not press my keyboard, child. Do not press my keyboard. There will be repercussions. Huh. You see this grin? This grin on his face like he knows he's being evil? I think I want to crop rotate for a post here. think I want to crop rotate for a post here. This could get me in trouble, I guess. And I can go ahead and ponder off of this. No, I'm going to be done streaming in about an hour, hour and a half tops. This is the last league today. Perfect. I'm going to go back, draw the Polluted Delta, no shuffle. We'll put this into play, and then we can actually just cast Primeval Titan next turn. Yeah, I'm really not in love with Hex's standard format right now. Oh, I guess this pooper being in play means I can't cast my thing, right? It's annoying. Guess I'm just passing. Guess I'm just passing. It's a shame they didn't attack us. I changed my stream schedule a little bit because I really don't feel like playing Hex. I play games for fun. I'm just like medium on Lasgar's Vengeance right now. Yeah, waiting for a Lasgar's bad. Let me get a drop here. I think I'm actually going to brainstorm during the end step here. I mean, a lot of Hex's standard formats have been very, very good. A lot of Hex's standard formats have been very, very good. Huh. So this is kind of interesting. I can actually play the show and tell to bait a counter, which is kind of sweet. Which is one of the sweet things about show and tell in this deck, because like my opponent's deck could like very reasonably be playing like actual factual counterspell. So like I don't want to run my Primeval Titan into actual factual counterspell, but show and tell will soak it up. Like the scariest thing they can put into play here probably dies to this Krosan Grip. So I'm going to grab Eye of Ugin and a Cloudpost here. All the mana that belongs to me. Slams Progenitus from hand to board. We could probably beat a Progenitus from here. Maybe. Did I board out my Glacial Chasm? I didn't. Yeah, we could probably beat a Progenitus. Look at all their dirtily fair stuff. It's so adorable. It's so cute. Opponent's adorable fair stuff is so cute. I think I get to Ulamog them next turn, right? I'm going to crop rotate for a Cloudpost at end of turn. And then when I attack with this, I can search up and cast Emrakul next turn, I believe, right? I only need 20 mana to do that. Yeah. Yeah. The last one of these. Casual gain 12. This actually nets me a mana to do this, right? No, it's about the same. I would have gained 2 more life if I'd have played the Thespian stage. Alright, let's activate this. Crop rotation is much better in this deck, Bob. Make sure we get the right Emrakul here. Emrakul, my Aeons be torn. Trigger. Morning, Dan. There. I like the cut of my opponent's Jib. They are technically not dead here because they have enough permanence to sacrifice to block this Emrakul with the Baleful Strix. They technically just tap this for 7 real quick here. Grab this Ulamog. Come on now. Come on now. Cast this guy. Trigger. I was going to get the perfects, opponent. I was going to take away all of your permanents and put you to exactly 0. Put you to exactly 0. Does it actually matter whichever cool we get? Nah, man, getting the Ulamog's way cooler. Getting tapping 3 lands and putting Ulamog out is way cooler. So definitely got to go for the style points. Seems fine. I'm gonna play Shaman on 2. Yeah, I'm gonna play Shaman on 2. Or Shaman on 1, sorry. I can go Glimmerpost Library, or if they play a fetch land, I can go Cloudpost Library. You tap 1 land for a Kozilek, 2 to 3 lands, likely fine. It's decent. This deck is sweet. I don't know if it's better or worse than Tron, but it's doing sweet things. It's casting cards that are fun to play. That's definitely a metric I use, is whether or not I'm having fun. Gain a single life. What a sad little Glimmerpost. Big Bucks, no Spell Pierce. They have Shardless Agent in their deck, so I have to imagine there aren't Spell Pierces. They probably have Force of Wills in post board, so they might force this. I'm going to leave this up for now, just in case I think getting in 1 point of damage is worth not having it up. Yeah, this deck's just like doing big, sweet things, right? Belcher is great. You need to live a little if you don't think Belcher is fun to watch. I would love to activate this. I would like that Abrupt Decay, I think. What am I doing here? I'm putting this back. I think I want this Cloudpost and this Abrupt Decay. So I could rotate this Glimmerpost. Yeah, Batterskull, right? So I could rotate this Glimmerpost and shuffle that Karakas off the top of my deck. I'm going to keep both of these. I could rotate the Glimmerpost and shuffle the Karakas off the top of my deck and grab a fetch land and then fetch for a Bayou and then use Deathrite plus Bayou to Abrupt Decay this. So I think that's what I want to do. It gives me a little bit less mana overall, but it fixes my colors, which I think is important here. Wow. Okay, that's aggressive. Sure. Huh. They didn't actually get a shuffle then. Well. Alrighty. We just get to Cyclonic Rift their token, which feels good. Man, we need a shuffle. I think I'm putting this on top, and we're gonna try and crop rotate this to get a shuffle in, I think. Man, another force. All right. Alright, that's fine. That happens. This for blue mana and Cyclonic Rift the token. Is there a deck list for Vintage Belcher? Can you post a deck list for Vintage Belcher? Because I will 10 out of 10 play some Vintage Belcher. We're gonna Abrupt Decay this Bitter Blossom here. God bless us, everyone. Top. I want this. Nah, I think I don't. And I want to get a Bayou here so I can cast a Primeval Titan if I draw one. Again, I'm just going to leave this back so we can block the Stoneforge Mystic. God, my opponent is just like mono fair things. It's like all the grind. Show and tell plus ponder. I'm gonna keep that and put that one back on top. Cast this ponder and probably shuffle unless we find a Primeval Titan. Any order, shuffle. Second Sylvan Library. Doesn't really do anything, right? They could have, like, Hymn to Torok in their deck, so I'm just going to leave this in my hand for now, I think. Show and tell at the library. They probably have Snapcaster Mages in their deck, so I should start eating through their stuff. They could also have Delve cards. And this is free, might as well take the nickel and dimes at them. Three card types in my bin. Am I going top here? I guess I could take this and put this Ulamog back on top of my deck. I'm going to put this one on top. And I'm going to keep this. I'm going to show and tell this in this turn. They want to plow this. I gain 13, and that's like a bunch more draws with my Sylvan Library. Then, like, end step, I get to Thespian stage, target my Cloudpost, which I then have enough mana to cast my Ulamog next turn. Oh, they can't plow it. Right. This card is protection from instants. That's funny. That's really funny. Why they banned that card in Standard, huh? Anyone know? Anyone know? I feel like there could be any reason why they banned this. Oh, right, that card was banned, right? Trample 2, right? You can't just make a jump blocker. Big Mama's gonna trample on over. You can walk the blanket. The real hard-hitting truths, you can walk the blanket. GG's opponent. Alright, we're 2-1 now with the 9-post deck. Couldn't afford the 10, 11, and 12 posts, so we've only got 9 in the deck. Yeah, I clicked a link. Expedition map. God, that's hot. This deck looks great. It gets to play Force of Will? We are gonna 10 out of 10. The next vintage deck we're playing is Vintage Belcher, just like... This deck looks awesome. How have I not played this one? Vintage is such a great format. Vintage is such an amazing... If you haven't played some Vintage before, check out my videos or play some Proxy Vintage. It's kind of awesome. Yeah, it's a list with Vault Key as well. Yeah, Randy Bueller's list is the one I'm looking at. Bueller plays a lot of Vintage, so play with decks from people that know what they're doing. That's my motto. Land Grant only gets forests, so otherwise you would 10 out of 10 play Land Grant. Dragon Lord Jamoka has won large Vintage tournaments. Have time. We're not going to have time to play Vintage today. I'm going to be done probably about an hour or so. We're going to finish this. Unless this next match goes exceedingly long, we're going to finish this league up and then call it a day. Oh, right. They did restrict Probe. You're right. They did restrict Probe. Anyone have a current list that, yeah, Outcome seems great. Outcome is Busto in half. Anyone have a current list that doesn't have 4 probes in it, but also has the Time Vault? Thanks, Prestige. I appreciate it. Main deck recalls. That is certainly something. Yeah, I can work with that. Thank you for the link. Waiting to queue, waiting to queue. Hi-ho the chariot, waiting to queue. While we're waiting to queue, just plug the sponsors really quick. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I know there's a lot of different things you could be doing, different people you could be watching. Thanks for choosing to spend part of your day here with us. If you enjoy what you see, hit that follow button. Consider subscribing. It's September, so all subs are half off on this channel and all channels this month. And be sure to check out all the sponsors and their wonderful discount codes. The sponsors and my subscribers are the reason I am able to do what I do here. So if you can't afford to subscribe, but if you're going to buy some Magic the Gathering related things anyways, please consider doing so with my sponsors. Would love to play first. Thank you very much. Yeah, Sand seems fine, right? Super exciting, but fine. Get to go Trop, go. Sylvan Library on 2. Hopefully set us up to show and tell on something scary on 3. Could be taxes, could be some kind of miracles deck. Do not hit my keyboard, child. Do not hit my keyboard. Dad loves you, but not enough to let you hit the keyboard. You need a diaper change? You need a poop poop? Alright, so they are playing a Blade deck. Hopefully we rip Primeval Titan now that they burned a force on Sylvan Library. It is the standstill guy, okay. Thomas McCoy with the brand new $4.99 a month subscription. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Welcome. I don't want to crack it right now. I want to wait a turn because I don't want to give them 3 extra cards to play on their turn when they could very realistically draw another standstill and play it. So I think I want to wait to crack it on my next turn. Deluge, Primeval Titan. Well, that's great, right? Want this Primeval Titan. Nope. I have a bunch of must counter things right in a row here, which is ideal. Probably getting counterspelled or spell pierced or whatnot. That's a Kiki Cord mod. I think Kiki Cord is nowhere near proactive enough to be good enough in Modern. So I would not recommend playing it. Humility entered the zone. Okay. Well, that's a tilt. Do I have a way to beat a Humility in my main deck? I have a Cyclonic Rift. Okay, we can beat a Humility. Got it. I'll be right back. I need to change a diaper. Oh, Ulamog does it too. Yeah. Yeah, Ulamog and Emrakul are cast triggers. Yeah, y'all are right. Am I supposed to cast this Brainstorm first? No, because then it can spell pierce my library. So let's do this first. If I had to play tomorrow, I actually, I 7-2'd the Magic Online PTQ 2 days ago with oh, what's the card name I'm searching for? I 7-2'd with I'm completely blanking. Bant Humans, Nightfall, that's the one. 7-2'd with Bant Humans. Ability resolves. Coco, Thalia's lieutenant, yep. So we're going to be under a little bit of pressure here, but not too much. They tap out for Humility. I'm going to crop rotate up another Cloudpost, and then we could actually go get Ulamog next turn, which seems great. So Humility resolves. I'm going to crop rotate this one. See if they have Force Blue card as their last 2 cards. They do not appear to have Force Blue card as their last 2 cards. Snag Cloudpost here. So he's make 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Extra Primeval Titan, sure. I want to keep one of these, right? I'm going to keep the Brainstorm. Put that on top and pay to keep this. Yeah, I feel like we're in a pretty good spot, right? Just need to not be too aggressive with this because I could kill myself with their creature lands. Humility does not affect cast triggers. Three shots at an untapped land here. That requires them not having a counterspell. I think I'm gonna Brainstorm first to try and hit a post before I crop rot. That's kind of tilting. They could even just hard cast a force here. I don't think I want to take 8. They have a bunch of power in play here. All right, opponent concedes. Sweet deal. Okay, so I want this Krosan Grip. All of these are cast triggers. Those seem great. Show and Tell seems fine. Thoughtseize actually seems okay in this matchup for like punching through their defense. Abrupt Decay doesn't seem like it probably does much. Bojuka Bog probably isn't very useful. Glacial Chasm may or may not be useful. I just want all these Thoughtseizes in my deck. Toxic Deluge probably isn't very useful. Flusterstorm to counter their counters, maybe. Bob with the real life advice. Oh. I think it seems a little medium. My opponent's deck also gives us a lot of time to set up, but I feel like my average 6 is probably better than this. The Ulamog being in the opener is already like a pseudo mulligan anyways. How do we feel on this? I feel like I want to pitch this. Feel like this is a catch and release type hand. It's true. You'll never lose because you mulligan to 5 if you always keep 7. I'm gonna mulligan this. It's like so many high impact cards like Sylvan Chest. Okie doke. I don't actually think Show and Tell plus Ulamog is particularly good in this matchup. We want to generate value. That's a great draw. Body's ready to get spell pierced. Forced, sure. Cast him to Torok, go. Those were very good hits. I'm going to put Karakas back and a Brainstorm back. I want to just keep hitting my land drops, I think. I'm just going to pass the turn here. This is going to get probably another Tropical Island with all the blue cards that we have right now. You are not Spell Pierce, friend. You are not Spell Pierce. So for the sake of mana efficiency, I think I'm going to crack this fetch and then Brainstorm at end of turn. It's not efficient in terms of the number of cards we see necessarily, but... because I think that was our best opportunity for that to resolve. Opponent's deck likely plays the card Counterspell, so they didn't have blue up, so I like trying to get in underneath that. I can actually crop rotate and shuffle this Brainstorm now. That seems pretty good. So I can put back this Show and Tell, and I can put back this Island. I'm gonna put back this Cavern, actually. I feel like they're gonna need to counter through the rest of our stuff anyways. That's close with Thoughtseize in my deck. I might force this if they have it. I think I'm just getting a post here. That was the nuts, as we like to say in the biz. To go get a Cloudpost plus an Eye of Ugin here. Eye of Ugin, Cloudpost. Go ahead, friendo. My Primeval Titan, there are many like him, but this one is mine. Yep, fetch resolves. Got exactly 7 mana, so I can tutor stuff up with this Eye of Ugin. Pithing Needle, sure. Maybe I should have kept the Cavern. That's going to name Eye of Ugin. Do they have a Plow here as well now? We could be in trouble. This would be 1, 2. This would be counter unless they pay 4, so I can't counter a Plow with my Flusterstorm. This Brainstorm to get a couple looks at cards, though. Do I have a way to kill that? I boarded out my Decay. I have a Krosan Grip and an Ulamog in my deck to get rid of this. Now, we're actually 1 mana short of casting Ulamog right now, right? So I assume this is going away. That's a better one for us for them to have to counter unless they pay 3. We get to attack with this Primeval Titan, we're going to be in a pretty amazing spot. Alright, so I'm going to make sure I get to attack before I cast this Brainstorm, I think. In response to this Primeval Titan trigger, I'm going to cast Brainstorm. You have a Red Elemental Blast or something here? Get wrecked. Love to use Primeval Titan's ability. Alright, what utility things do we have in here? I have a Cavern of Souls, which sounds great. I want to just put Cavern on... I probably just want to put Cavern on Giant, right? I could grab a Vesuva here and copy something as well. I think I want Cavern of Souls. I could just get a fetch land too. I get Thespian stage, just flexible. Alright, Jace down. Lame a Shamalaman. Hope their hand is 2 standstills right now. Opponent chose to shuffle. That's a good sign. Do the shuffle, skipoo. Nah, I just didn't have Hex loaded in the background this morning. But it doesn't want to play Magic anymore. Sweet. Well, we're 3-1 with this deck, so we've cashed this league. This deck seems really sweet. I'm glad I decided to play this. It looked really sweet when I picked it up. Like, it's doing, like, big kind of Tron-y type things. We get to play with, like, Brainstorms and stuff. Yeah, 110%. We're going to be playing a bunch of Standard when it hits Magic Online. The only reason I haven't been playing this current Standard in Magic is because I don't play formats that I don't really enjoy. So I haven't really loved this current Standard format. It just feels like stale, like we've been playing with like Gideons and Thought-Knot Seers and all these other cards for like 2 years now, and I'm just bored of them. It smells like there's poop. I'll be right back. Crack a fetch and pass. Shaman. Deathrite. This feels... Oh my god, Magic Online! Oh my god, Magic Online! Ah, Magic Online! Ah! Damn it, I knew this bug too, because this bug cost me a match in the fucking PTQ. Oh, it's been broken for so... Magic Online, if you name the secondary creature type, you can't. So the problem is like, I filed for comp for this bug in the last week, and I just, like don't even want to play. I think we're just gonna be done. You can't cast the spell. It doesn't let you click the fucking mana. This has been broken for months. It's been broken for months. It's been broken for. Yeah, I'm gonna be done for the afternoon. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll catch you all around later. I'll be back Thursday morning with some more Magic Online. So, peace. Yeah, feel free to link me that clip, would you? If I knew it was broken because I was just changing my son's diaper and I was pressed for time and I came over here and I defaulted to typing Shaman because the card has Deathrite Shaman in its name and Shaman is a creature type because I wasn't thinking about a fucking Magic Online bug because I just wanted to play Magic, and that's the right thing to name there is Shaman. It doesn't, they're both effectively the same, but it actually shouldn't matter because there's no other elves and there's no other shamans in my deck. But yeah, so fucking Magic Online. All right, what a great way to end an otherwise great league. Yep, it's what it is. Thanks, Spoofs. I appreciate the support, folks, but you know this is gonna be my last match anyways, so I'm just not going to. Should we try? Okay, fine. We'll try. No, and you see, here's the thing. It isn't worth my time to try and win the rest of this match, because if I win this fucking match of Magic, they're not going to refund me for this bug, and the difference between winning this match and getting comped my entry fee is almost exactly the same. So it's not worth my time. I should just concede because this bug cost us this game. And yeah, so that's the other part. The Magic Online refund policy is miserable as well. All right, so just to end the rant why it's not even worth my time to try and win, because I'd have to win the next 2 games, and even then I'm only like plus $1 for spending an hour of my time being frustrated, so half hour, whatever. Any rate, again, thank you everyone for the support. I appreciate it. We'll be back again on Thursday with a fresh... Nope, that's not true. All right, at any rate, I'm gonna go ahead. Looks like Joel Larson is streaming some Modern. Somebody send y'all over his way. He's a very sharp individual, so Oh.